The mayor of Ithaca, New York, wants to create a place where people can use heroin or other illegal drugs under the supervision of healthcare workers. He says it's so addicts can get steered towards treatment. Yesterday, we heard from Arthur Idella and Dr. Keith Abloh on the legal and psychological perspective on this controversial proposal.
If they're going to do it, let's bring them into our facility so they won't get these diseases, and maybe we have an opportunity to get them into treatment.
I treat drug-dependent people all the time. Increasing treatment, increasing prevention, absolutely. But guess what's going to happen with these legal shooting galleries? If they ever open, people are going to be encouraged by drug dealers here. Go try it. It's legal there.
I don't think people are just out to go try heroin.
Oh, well, come to my office.
So what about the medical perspective? Is this a safe idea? Fox News Medical A-Team's Dr. Marc Siegel joins us now to weigh in on this. Supervised injection facility for heroin users. Good idea?
Well, let me first say the positive side of this. Overall, I'm deeply against it, but I'll tell you what the positive side is. It decreases the amount of overdoses in the area. It brings it into a brightly lit place.
Clean needles.
Clean needles. I love needle exchange programs, by the way, but those are already legal in the United States. It actually may decrease, by bringing in other services, Sandra, like detoxification services and advice, it may decrease use. However, I'm against this from the point of view of the role of a physician and the role of a nurse. Am I supposed to be enabling things that harm people? Heroin is highly addictive. There's no great evidence that I can get people off heroin by giving it to them. Also, this is street heroin, so there's the likelihood of overdoses. Over 500 overdoses in that facility in Vancouver just last year alone. I'm going to be supervising somebody overdosing. They can die under my watch. So that's not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Interesting story here with the mayor of Ithaca. His father was a drug addict. And he's sort of taking a page from one other, Vancouver is the only other place in North America that offers a facility like this.
Insight, it's called Insight in Vancouver.
And so he's obviously seeing something that worked there, doctor, for him to try this in his own city.
Well, and I understand the sentiment here, but too often we're asking doctors to do things we wouldn't do ourselves. Should I have a slot machine or hand out a deck of cards in my waiting room to treat gamblers? I have to treat the problem. I like naltrexone. I like methadone, because these substances help you get off the heroin. The heroin problem is due to illegal drug trade across the border, and it's also due to prescription drug overuse in the United States. We have an addiction to painkillers here. Let's get to the source of the problem.
By the way, we have to leave it there, but we were talking during the break about the changing demographic with heroin users in the United States is changing daily.
2 times increase in whites, and over the past decade, 5 times increase in drug overdose deaths to over 10,000 people a year die of heroin overdose.
Dr. Siegel, thank you
for
weighing in on that. By the way, we reached out to the mayor's office for a statement on this. He said this plan is a new approach that's proven to save lives and get people into treatment. We want to thank Dr. Marc Siegel for reacting to that this morning.